Hey, loves. Today I have been sitting and reflecting on something that I have learned last night that it shook me to the core, and I thought that I should share it with you all. Now, I'm on my spiritual journey and elevating journey of my life, and God is the center of my life. And in this moment, I understand and recognize God's power and that He has. Now, we all know God. We call Him by different names. You can honor Him. Well, we all know Him by either the higher power, higher universe, Yahweh, Jehovah, whatever you may, Allah, whatever you may call Him. We all recognize that there is a higher power within, or a higher power and source that created us, but also understanding that God lives in each and every single one of us, and God is alive in every single one of us. But we all know that also there is the disciples. Who were the disciples? The disciples were 12 men that followed God's practice and living His word and mission. And even though these men had lived a long time ago, understanding that we all have disciple activating within us. Yes, we are our own disciples, following God and following the higher power mission of elevating our life and living the highest of ourselves. And so in this time, like I said, I read something and I heard something that was powerful, and I thought that this is perfect for us to remind ourselves that we have the divine within. Peter is you when you stand in faith in the midst of the storm. Now, in this time and season, we all go through storms and trials and tribulations in life. I know that I'm going through mine as we speak. But understanding that faith is what is going to keep you through and carry you through the storm until you reach your destination. Storms and trials and tribulations will come. But guess what? When you recognize and have faith within yourself and be the cheerleader that you have within yourself, you will get through each and every moment, every single day. And that's all you need. Have faith in yourself so you can push forward until you get to your destination. John is who you are when you are loving yourself and loving others when they didn't deserve your love. Listen, in love and in human relationships, some of us are going to get betrayed, even by the closest ones that we love. But in this journey of loving ourselves and loving others who have hurt us, that is also giving faith and also pouring into love and making sure that light doesn't die within. Love is light, love is power, and love is a source of life to get us through. So even when someone has hurt us, we love them from near or far, but love is what is the source of life that keeps us through. You are Philip. You are Philip when you open your mouth and you speak life and abundance onto your life. Listen, you are your first cheerleader. You are your first coach. You are your first life coach in all that you do. You are supposed to speak life into yourself and encourage yourself and believe in yourself before anybody else can. In life, before anybody else comes, before cheerleaders, mamas, daddies, whatever, you are the person who is going to carry you through. So when you speak life into yourself, you speak abundantly into yourself, and you continue to see the vision and speak life and move upon yourself and love on yourself, you can go through anything that is possible. Remember, loving yourself first is your light that is going to motivate you to get to your next step and elevation in life. You are Simon when you let go what has been holding you back. Listen, I have PTSD, an anxiety disorder, and I experienced many traumas in my life. But I understand that we have to let go. A part of having traumatic experiences in life, we all have had traumatic experiences in life that has locked us up and has kept us bound. But we are more than that. We can't control what we experience in trauma. We can't control what others have done to us, but it's our responsibility to heal. So in order to heal us, we have to keep forward and we have to let it go. Forgiving yourself is not for, well, forgiveness is not for others. It's for yourself and it's the healing for yourself so you can move forward and live your life fully and abundantly on your terms. Don't let trauma bind you up and make you sick and keep you down. You must love yourself and move forward. You are Judas, and listen to this. And I know many of you all, when you all hear Judas, right? Judas, we thought he was the enemy, right? He was the Judas. He was the one who turned against Jesus Christ. He was the one that that went forth and betrayed Christ, and for a couple of shillings, and he turned he turned against God's plan. But listen, we are Judas when we are hurting and harming ourselves. Listen, many of us get into situations in life that we know that it's not good for ourselves. So how do we operate? How do we get back up? We have all have turned and done something that we don't like against ourselves. But listen, this is not the trap. This was not a setup for ourselves. This is a setup for elevation and higher. So we must forgive ourselves for the sins that we committed according on ourselves in order to elevate higher. Forgive yourself for what you are allowing to hold you back in order to move forward. These testimonies that I heard yesterday and these prospects of understanding and identifying the disciple within myself is profoundly changed the way that I am thinking forward. So think of yourself, remember this, and read not only your word, but when you're reading your word, apply it to self and understanding and recognizing not only God within you, but also the disciple within you. Remember, there is a scripture that I simply love, and I think that it will help us all apply with us. I can do all things within God that is in me. You can do anything that you set your mind to, as long as you recognize that God lives within you and the disciples live within you. You become unstoppable. Honor yourself today. Love you. Bye.